What's up? All of our fucking
Hello?
audio's on. I swear to God.
Is audio on?
Yeah, I swear to God, it's fucking on. Holy shit. It's finale night. It's finale night.
I don't give a shit about the finale.
I know.
I think he's gonna finally get to see the mayor.
That's
Only
God,
if he has
Is
an
that what we've
appointment,
been
though.
building
Only
towards?
if he has an appointment.
well. Who wants to All right, Joe, you gonna recap us?
Oh shit! I forgot to look one up. All right, I got this. Let's do this.
You got it.
Yeah, recap. No, I don't got this.
I got this.
I just watched it again yesterday. Recap. Din Djarin goes to see Grogu at Luke's being built academy, and Grogu's there training with
R2's
Luke.
a
Ahsoka's
little
there,
troll.
which we were not expecting to be
Yeah,
there.
no,
Yeah,
Ahsoka was not on the short list, man.
did not have Ahsoka there in my mind when this wall went down. Yeah. That was like half the episode. And then it's just basically Grogu training and being adorable with Luke. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
And
Lot of
then you
callbacks.
finally see a lot of callbacks. Okay, so then Din, after talking to Ahsoka, decides not to go see Grogu because he doesn't want to hinder his training or his, make him sad, basically. So Din Djarin leaves a little gift for Grogu, which we all thought was chainmail Beskar armor, which it turns out to be. But yeah, Din Djarin goes back to Tatooine. Very briefly meets up with Boba Fett and his posse.
We got about
Boba Fett
10 seconds of
screen
Boba.
Boba Fett is on screen for 50 seconds. Doesn't say a single
say a
word. Fennec does all the talking. And then when they decide that they need more foot soldiers to help them with the upcoming war against the Pikes, Din Djarin comes through again and says, "I think I know some people," and goes to visit Cobb Vanth. And oh wait, did the episode start with Cobb Vanth?
Yes, it did.
Didn't
It did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. Anyways, yeah, Cobb Vanth shoots some Pikes, threatens them because he's the lawman in these parts now. And yeah, so then Din Djarin goes to visit Cobb Vanth. Cobb Vanth pitches a tent looking at Din Djarin's new ship.
Is that what happened?
Oh, it did happen.
sorry.
Go back and
I'm
watch
sorry,
it. It absolutely happened. There's
Okay,
only...
Sorry, my brain literally went, there were no tents. What is he talking about? And I had to just really
Sorry.
process
about that. Yes.
Is that a Naboo Star Cruiser? Is that a tent?
Cobb Vanth is the closest thing you're going to get to, like, cowboy/redneck in this show. And if there's one thing I know the cowboy/redneck's like, it's a good ride, okay? And Cobb Vanth was very jealous of that Starfighter.
Is that another
Anyways.
innuendo?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, Din Djarin asks Cobb Vanth for his help and his townspeople's help. And Cobb seems very reluctant, and especially so does the Weequay at the bar, who apparently speaks for the entire town now. I don't know what's going on there, but
Just like
they basically thought it's a city folk fight and that there was no reason for them to get involved. Cobb Vanth, when Din Djarin leaves, Cobb Vanth goes to call everybody together for a meeting, but before the meeting can happen, a stranger comes from the desert.
Do you know who the stranger was? Do you know?
What was the name
Do you
of,
know?
of the episode?
Do you know what the stranger? The stranger? It was Cad Bane. It
Hold
was
on,
Cad Bane,
hold on,
guys.
hold on,
It was
ready?
Cad Bane!
Hold on, wait, ready? I'm gonna... Oh, shit. Why is that way down here? Hold on. Oh, fuck. Fuck! I fucked everything up. No, okay. Oh, wait. Ah, fuck. Whatever. There we go. Listen. Who said Cad Bane was coming? Who said Cad Bane was coming? Who did?
I think I've been saying it.
I mean,
In you.
I said
I
he
think
wasn't.
I think we
was
just
wrong.
get the we're right on this one, Stacey.
Yes.
I don't think you get to take this W.
No, but
It's a team W.
It's true, but it's made me very brazen because I've been saying it from the beginning. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
Like, I've just been trying to manifest it. Like, that's what all of my energy has been directed to.
I wish you'd have manifested it like 3 episodes ago, but I'm still very excited that it's happening.
Look, my manifestation skills are not I'm working on them.
But yeah, so Cad Bane strolls into town, basically offers Cobb Vanth the same amount of money that Boba Fett is offering them, just to stay put and do absolutely nothing, which is a great deal. Really is a great deal if you think about it. But Cobb Vanth ain't about that life, and his stupid deputy knows that he's not about that life and won't be quiet about it.
Man, he was like a budget James Marsden, right? Like I thought
he
it was him,
James Marsden,
and then it wasn't him.
Yeah. So they have their duel. They're stare down in the street, and it's not really. Is it really a duel if it's 3 people? Because
I guess so.
Because
It's
the deputy really wanted to insert himself into the
Too.
Bro, that was like the
Like,
most.
draw, which
That was the most
also
Western
sounds like an
shit.
Indian.
Most Western shit to ever Western in Star Wars, right there. Like.
It was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, Boba Fett shoots Cobb Vanth
No, he
in the
doesn't.
shoulder. In the shoulder.
Cad Bane shoots him.
Sorry,
Cad Bane
I got my names backwards there.
Yeah, Boba
Cad
Fett
Bane
hasn't shot
shoots Cobb
anybody.
Vanth.
Boba
Boba Fett.
It's true.
Boba Fett? Where?
Sorry.
Wait.
Cad Bane shoots Cobb Vanth in the shoulder. One time, shoots the deputy many times. That deputy is dead.
He shot the sheriff.
Cobb Vanth is not.
Oh
dead.
yeah.
And then he killed the deputy.
He shot the deputy.
He
he
killed
shot
the
the sheriff.
deputy.
True. He didn't kill. Yeah.
He killed the deputy.
Did you see the townsfolk just kind of glance over at him in the corner
They're like, "Ah, fuck
and
that
just be
guy."
like, all right, whatever.
Well,
They're just like,
They were like- you know, they prioritized.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's gone. We'll take care of this one.
Or maybe he's just a dick.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was.
He
Yeah.
did.
Certainly
Like maybe
seemed like it.
they were just like, oh no.
I mean, did you see the look that Cobb Vanth gave him when he walked out of there? And he's like, it's like he's like the fucking audacity of this guy.
Yeah.
Like that was the look Cobb Vanth gave him when he strolled out there and started running his mouth. And I was like, oh, I give that look to so many people. So I felt it in my soul. But yeah.
And so that happens, and then we get one last scene with Luke and Grogu, and Luke gives Grogu the choice. He presents him with Mando's little armor, chainmail armor, Beskar armor, which chainmail, ugh. But anyways, chainmail, Beskar armor, or he can choose Yoda's lightsaber, which also shouldn't be around, but we're just going to overlook that too.
Listen, he probably
anyways,
had a bunch of lightsabers. Let's be
Apparently,
I'm totally
there's a
fine with them
comic
retconning.
where Yoda is
totally
building
fine
a new
with that.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with them retconning Yoda's destroyed lightsaber and bringing it back. I don't care. At least it looks cool. It's Grogu size, whatever. So he's basically presenting him with a choice, tells him he has to make the choice, and then the episode ends.
You forgot one thing, Joe.
What did I forget?
The sanctuary got blowed up.
Oh, I did. It's because the pacing. They jumped all
They
over
did.
the place.
All at the very end, they did. It was very
Yes.
mhm.
R.I.P. to Lady
Milf,
Garza
yeah.
and
Oh, yep.
her wonderful,
I didn't see a body.
her wonderful dresses.
I mean, yeah, there's no way she's dead.
No. She dead. She dead.
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
Max Rebo.
She's dead?
Max
not-
Rebo is alive. That motherfucker
Max
was
Rebo's behind
not
it
there.
all.
He's the
They
crime lord of
purposely-
Tatooine.
They purposely showed the band and did not show our man Max Rebo there because he had a gig on the other side of town. That's what I'm going with.
He
I gotta
is-
get to the gig, man.
He's the master of escaping explosions. We know this.
He knows. He's like, this Boba Fett dude's around again. I gotta get out of here. Last time I hung around this dude, things went badly.
There was a lot of shit in this fucking episode. Like, it was
There
a lot.
was.
It was a lot. First of all,
He needs a bigger hat.
he needs, well, yes, Cobb Vanth needs a bigger fucking hat.
Cad Bane, you did it.
Okay.
See,
God
you did it
damn
too.
Yes, Cad Bane needs a bigger fucking hat. Nikki dropped. Goodbye, Nikki.
No, she just stepped away to
Oh, okay.
try to make the dog stop.
We'll see her in a second. All right. So, but seeing Order 66 through Grogu's memory, it's like, God damn it, Dave Filoni.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Luke was like,
It
you
really
wanna
was
relive
a
your
lot in this
trauma?
episode.
He's gonna make us
Like-
relive that shit every fucking thing he touches. Everyone.
I just need Luke to make different choices.
Maybe.
I don't like the
But-
choices Luke
But
Skywalker is making.
it is a different choice, though. The Jedi would have just made him a Jedi. It is a choice.
No, I mean the
Do you think he's
reliving
actually?
his trauma.
He
Oh,
didn't
that.
know it was trauma.
Well,
to
he
be
didn't
honest.
know
it was
He was
trauma,
just like,
though.
I'll help you remember. And then he's like, oh shit, what have I done? No,
He
I
thought he
don't
was
know.
remembering some little homeworld full
With
of
the
little
funny-
Grogu's.
Yeah, funny.
That is
like,
not
a
at
bunch of
all what it
Nickelodeon.
was.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he wasn't. I thought we were going to see Anakin.
Oh.
Well, you know who that was?
Ugh.
It was Commander Oppo,
Yeah,
who we
I
get
saw the
later see
501st
die.
and I was like, oh shit.
We later see Commander Oppo die on the platform when he was confronting Bail Organa, and then the little Padawan comes out and wrecks his fucking face, right? So clearly,
That
the
too,
timeline happens where whatever happens with Grogu happened before he gets fucking wrecked out there in the temple. So I don't know. We don't know who fucking saved Grogu. We'll talk about that later. We have lots of thoughts. What else? What else do we fucking see? Oh, shout out to the galaxy's largest fucking hood ornament. Those fucking Jawas. I love them. I don't know what they're gonna fucking do with that crate dragon on top of their
It's
sand
amazing.
crawler. but, like,
Exactly
They're
what
just
they're doing.
I
They're
fucking
just gonna
love
stunt
it.
on people.
I
Yeah,
love
they're just gonna
it.
stunt
Like-
on people with it.
I
Roll
was-
up, like, look at my ride.
I'm waiting for them to roll into town this coming episode with that shit. Just be
My
like,
students would say that they have drip.
yeah, no, they're killing it. I mean, they waved at Din like they were all happy to see him. So maybe the Jawas are gonna come fight on the side of Boba Fett too.
I'm just confused
I don't know.
as to
They're
how the
probably
youngest
just
person on
cheering
this
at that
podcast-
bitchin' racer.
That's true. They're probably like, we're gonna fucking strip that shit later.
Yeah, they're
Don't
like,
leave,
"We're
don't leave that out. What did you
We're
say, Steve?
following you.
The youngest person on this podcast sounds the oldest, but when she's like, you know, my students
My
would say
children.
that they've got
They
drip.
have the drip.
Yeah,
I,
that's
that-
okay though.
See, I would never say that because I'm not cool enough. But I had to deal with actual evidence. Like, oh, why is this character acting this way? Because they have drip. Like, no, that's not
Yeah.
not tech supported.
See, back in my day, drip meant something completely different, and you did not want to have that.
Yeah,
It's true.
Ooh. Oh, anyway, so what else?
Society.
Fucking Ahsoka also with the fucking heartstrings there,
Man,
telling Luke,
yeah.
she was like, just like your father, and I was like,
She's
I
a
was
family
not ready
friend.
for that yet. I thought for sure they would save that for her show when we would get to see them meet for the first time and all that. And man, they just dropped it right in our lap and
and they did it in a way
ruined
like
my day.
I can't be mad at it because like everybody wanted to know like when are they gonna meet, what's gonna happen, blah blah blah, and they didn't show their first meeting clearly, right? But they showed just enough where we're like we can stop yelling about when are they gonna fucking meet. Like basically they just gave us this so we could shut up.
We may see the first meeting in Ahsoka.
It's true. It might.
Yeah,
come
we still
up.
might.
Luke was training with the same lightsaber forms that was from the holocron
It's
in Rebels.
close.
It's not the same.
It's not exact.
Oh, okay. I
No,
thought it
some
was pretty
TikToker
close.
made a thing like, "Oh my gosh, it's exact," and then a couple of my friends went and looked, and it's not exact.
Oh, I
but
thought it was
it's-
pretty
it's
close. I didn't.
Close-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe she brought him the holocron because she might have had it, but
I mean, the thought of that, of Luke watching Anakin do his lightsaber forms is, oh, yeah, rip my heart out.
Feelings.
Ahsoka can tell him stories about his dad, who he knows who his dad is.
yeah.
As far as we know, Luke doesn't know who his mother is. And Ahsoka
Well-
does.
I'm sure she probably
Told
told
him
him
about both.
about
So
both
Yeah.
of them.
Leia definitely knows, though. It was in her book. She talked about her because she has a lot of her old wardrobe. She got a lot of stuff. Once she found out who her mother was, she got all of her stuff, basically. That was
There
in
you
the
go.
Bloodlines
So
book.
Leia knows and Luke.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't read that.
Yeah. It was actually a decent book, but it's just kind of weird. So she didn't find out later on, but I mean I think that took place like way after this in the timeline. So who knows? But yeah. Ahsoka can tell them lots of fucking stories. So I guess we'll see what's gonna fucking happen there. I don't know. I love R2 fucking trolling Din though, like throwing the fucking shade at him. That was really funny. Like his whole, is this a fucking bench? And R2's just like, I'm just gonna shut down. See you later.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Fucking love it. That was pretty cool. All right. I mean, Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Cad
nothing productive to
Bane.
add. He was there, and I wanted him to be there, and I'm happy.
The second.
It's just pretty. I mean, it's really not. It's actually not that great, but it's good. I'm happy it's there.
I mean, I think it's pretty. The only thing that isn't
was
pretty, his hat needs to
fine.
be bigger. His hat needs to be fucking bigger. Everything else looked good. But
I just like that silhouette. So first off, as soon as Mando walked away, Steve was referenced the title episode, which again was the stranger from the desert, and Steve was like, "But we already knew Cobb Vanth. We already knew Mando. Like, who's the stranger?" And that's when they like immediately it was that wide shot and the silhouette, and I was already on my feet, like,
Yep.
"Oh my gosh, they're doing it!"
I'm sure you have seen the video footage of this.
I fucking jumped and screamed at like 6:30 in the morning. I'm pretty sure all my neighbors heard it because I was just like, "It's fucking him!" Finally.
It was done so well.
I loved it, and I'm glad they got the same voice actor to do it because I mean his voice is really iconic. It's definitely a little different than
Cold-blooded killer.
yeah.
It wasn't as synthesized,
Right.
But he definitely had his moments where it was Cad Bane, yeah.
And I think they did
Already
it.
said Tatooine, it like hits that right sound.
The synthesizing worked well for the cartoon, but I think for like live action, like he just sounded way more fucking menacing and like
The real question
same
is,
guy.
are you prepared for him to call Fennec Little Lady?
I'm not prepared.
Are you prepared for him to die?
Prepared.
He's not gonna die already.
No,
you think he's gonna die already?
They're doing this. This has to be the set, unless they're doing another season of Boba Fett. Like
They have to
No.
be.
Maybe he kills Boba and we get the Cad Bane show next season.
Oh God.
there'd be a riot. People are.
If there's a second season, he doesn't die this episode. If there's no second season,
Unless all
Cad Bane
this,
dies.
Cad
Bane dies.
Or this all ties back to Mando season 3, somehow.
Oh, it's going to all of it.
Well,
but
that's what I'm
I
saying.
still think
It
Cad
just-
Bane's
I
going
thought we were already
to
watching
die.
Mando season 3.
We're watching Mando season 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, but we have been from the beginning. All right. Was there any other things about this episode we want to talk about?
Yes, Grogu jumping and doing flips and rocks and shit. Like,
It was so cute.
use the Force, my dude. You're awesome.
It looked a little weird, but I think it's just because we're so used to puppet Grogu.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and this was like clearly CGI Grogu. Oh,
Some of it, and some of it wasn't. They said they pushed the limits with that
puppet.
the puppet.
Probably not
Yes.
flipping around though.
Luke walking through the woods and using the Force to
Oh
lead
my
Grogu
God.
forward.
Yeah, we do need to
Yeah.
talk about Luke, by the way.
I thought
We
he
need
was jumping
to
at
talk about
first.
Because they I'm so glad they hired that fucking guy. Because it looks so good. It looks so fucking good. And I know Nikki has varying opinions on that, but for me, I was just like, this did not take me out of the episode. His eyes did not look dead. It looked like fucking footage from Return of the Jedi.
Occasionally, he had no depth to him. But I really appreciated how dry he looked.
He wasn't moist.
He wasn't moist.
So this is the scale you're judging all these like CGI like fakes on
Yes.
how wet they look.
How wet they look.
I mean, because that's the gold
Hmm.
standard to Steve, because it started with Tarkin.
Do they look dry? What if they look too dry though?
Well, that's so a middle ground would probably be Luke this episode, where he looks the proper amount of moisturized. Too dry would be a 0. Tarkin's a 10. It's a solid 5
I
on
think-
the scale
All right.
Of moisture.
of moisture.
Well,
I mean, are we talking Grogu or are we talking Luke right
you
now?
can talk about whichever one you want.
I just
I can feel it.
it just looks very like it was giving me Polar Express, like very like I feel like he didn't emote enough. I feel like his voice felt very flat, and I had a hard time. Like, I do have a little bit of bitch eating crackers just against the concept of CGI Luke, and I will admit that. But I still not a fan. I would rather they've just recast. Like, especially if this is going to be an ongoing character.
I mean, if Tales of the Jedi is going to be about Luke,
then I would prefer a recasting.
Yeah.
Get Sebastian Stan to do it. He's down. He said so.
I know. Joe, your mic, you got to pull it up. You're too low now. You're too low.
Yeah, I can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, there we go. Cool. It's not about Luke. That show's not about Luke, if it's even a thing.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I thought he looked really good. I didn't have... The only time I've had that Polar Express thing with the CGI stuff is when they had Leia in Rogue One. That one I thought was the worst bunch. And
which is weird. That's the
one's-
one that bothered me the least.
Well, that one was
I think
the
it's so
least.
quick.
I think
Yeah.
it's
It's
just
like
really it's
answer
really
thing,
hard
yeah.
to get those like T's and S's and P's, like all those little mouth movements. That's what really throws it off right there for me, is not seeing that natural motion, I guess, in the lips and everything
It's
like
like-
that. It's almost robotic, you know. It's like watching an animatronic at Disney or something like that.
Animatronic. What's his name?
Hondo?
Hondo is perfect.
It's true.
See, but that needs to move because he's an alien. That just needs to move differently than we expect from a human.
Even their Jack Sparrow and Johnny Depp one's pretty damn good, though.
It is. I think that one does fewer things with its face.
It's true, because I don't think Jack Sparrow does a lot with his face either.
He walks around with
It
really
works
wide
out.
eyes.
It works out. All right. Well,
And can we move on to Luke being a hypocrite and I hate him?
I don't know if he's really trying to make him make a choice or if he's testing him.
This is a child. Grogu is a child.
He's
a
50.
traumatized child.
He's 50. I'm just saying, he's not a normal child. He's seen a lot of
seen some
things.
shit.
That
and been
doesn't
through a
mean
lot
his
of-
emotional
No, it's true.
development is
I-
ready for
I
him to
agree
make
with
this
you.
kind of decision.
I agree with you. I don't think
I mean,
we all know where I want him to go. So,
they're doing this because they want to show you that they're moving past the Jedi just picking up children and taking them and putting them in their order. They're asking Luke to give him a choice instead of just forcing him to do what he wants him to do, which is what the Jedi have done for thousands of years.
But the part that makes Luke a hypocrite is, when has Luke Skywalker ever given up attachment in his entire life? Attachment is what saved his father from the dark side. Do you
His
think he asked Ben
friends.
Solo not to see his parents anymore? I doubt it.
nope.
And if it had been more the way of the warrior or the way of the monk type choice, like, hey, you can take this armor, but then you're not going to be a Jedi. Or you can take the lightsaber, but then you can't be a Mandalorian. Like, that's, I think...
I think they're doing that on purpose to build towards showing you why it doesn't work. They've already shown you. Kylo fucking does what he does. They've already shown you it doesn't work. But Luke doesn't know that yet.
Only
Luke
says
doesn't know
steal and
anything.
absolute.
Like, Luke's training is 2 days in a swamp with Yoda, and then he comes back and Yoda's literally so tired of him talking, he fucking dies. He's like, I will die if you'll stop talking to me. That's Luke's training, okay? So, like, and Ahsoka now being there going, hey, I left the Jedi Order because it was a hot mess.
I want to have
That's-
Ahsoka come in and just be, like, full, like cool aunt. Just be like, you did what? You told the kid what? No, go to Jedi timeout. Go meditate.
So, like, your criticism is valid, but it's also, he doesn't have a clue what he's doing.
So I will, in that case, I see what you're saying. I will reserve judgment to see where this decision goes. I feel like the way it was framed in the episode was very, like,
Yeah.
Black
No,
and white.
it's left us all talking about it all fucking week.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
It's like the choice. So
the whole reason that the Jedi take them so young is so that they can't have those connections, so that they don't have that, which is not. We all know that's not right either. But
nope.
Now Grogu's 50 years old and has seen some crap and been through some crap, and so he's. I feel like at least he's giving him the choice. A good question is what choice do we want him to make? Because I know what I want him to do, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
I want him to take both and say, fuck you, I'm going to go back to my dad. He's got a lightsaber, he can train me.
He needs to stay with Din, but at the same time, Din has shit he has to do.
See,
I don't want him to come back to Mando until he is, like, back to Mando on the show as a regular character, until he's actually part of the team. I don't want him to just be, oh, look how cute he is.
Well, I think he's getting there. I mean, that's why they showed him all hippity-hoppity and all over the fucking place. I think they're trying to show that he's a little bit more capable of handling his shit now. But he's remembering his training, as Luke said it, right? So,
like, I do wish they had let a little more time go by before this. And I think I wouldn't have been nearly as upset if he had been with Luke for, like, a couple years.
But we don't, I mean, it hasn't been a couple of years, that's for sure. But we don't know how much time. Has it been, like, 6 months? Like, time is fucking meaningless. Time is meaningless.
I feel like
Star
the
Wars.
only time we've ever had, like, a really hard and fast, this is how long has gone by, was at the end of, like, fucking, or the beginning of The Last Jedi, where it's like, it's been 5 minutes, and we're like, what?
And the end of Rogue One. I mean, this is how we measure Star Wars time. Those are the standards. We know exactly when that shit happens, right? Yeah, but we don't know how long this has been. I mean, it could be, I think it could be up to 6 months later. We just don't know.
That still feels like too short for him to, like, fully understand what choice he's making.
I mean, it's better than 2 days in a swamp with Master Yoda, like Luke, right? So,
I mean,
yeah, has Grogu been with Luke longer than Luke was with Yoda? That's a great question.
Absolutely, I'm pretty sure he has.
I'm not.
So, if he's even been with him a month, it's been longer.
According to Wikipedia, all of this takes place in the same year. It is 9 ABY.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a month. Maybe he's been with
a month. A month is still longer. I mean,
see, there were, like, circumstances around Luke's training. Like, he had to train to be a Jedi to stop the Empire. Like, it was not just like, oh, I'm going to casually come over and start training. Like, he had he had a timeline. He had goals.
Yeah, I mean, Grogu's really
his friends were in danger.
Himself, All right, well, we'll find out. I don't know if we're gonna see him at all this episode. I don't know if they're gonna this next one. I don't know if they're gonna pull him back, if we're gonna see the results of that choice until next Mando season, which is I think more likely. But I don't fucking know anymore. I don't fucking know what's gonna happen anymore.
It's because the show isn't following. Even the good episodes don't follow any kind of structure or pacing that, like, makes sense in a modern episodic show.
No, but I know who I want to show up. Well.
Bye, Stacy.
She's going to get something.
I was going to say, is she getting a prop? She is getting a prop.
Where are these guys?
Well, one of them's dead.
One of them's dead.
Well, I mean, forget the guy in the middle. Forget him. Where's this motherfucker? All right, especially...
The one over there just rides Banthas now. The one on the far left. And asks for the mayor. The other one's a robot. I don't know. It's a good question, Stacey. I feel like Bosk has to be coming.
I mean, they foreshadowed.
Otherwise, why did they show Chrysanthemum messing up all those Trandoshans in the bar? Like,
because he hates Trandoshans. Next question.
I know, but I mean, why? Why
aren't you bringing the coolest Trandoshan in to fight him next?
Right,
because that would require actually trying. Up.
Oh, what? Okay.
We've got a lot of props tonight, guys.
You should not have allowed this to happen.
I can't go. Hold on. Move it over a little
get right
bit.
bigger. Oh my gosh, she actually has the tinfoil hat.
I'm ready.
We can't see
I'm
your
ready.
board.
I'm ready.
It
Oh,
just
it says boss. I can't
Okay,
get it any closer.
In case anybody ever listens to this on Spotify when I upload it 6 months from
Oh,
now,
okay,
Stacy
the
has
whole
a
screen.
whiteboard that she's
And
drawing
a
on now.
tinfoil halo.
And her tinfoil hat.
This is definitely not staying on though. So.
All right, so we've just moved on to what's going to happen next. Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah. I mean, what else is left? All right.
Okay.
I'm
He might
assuming
show
you have
up.
a lot of red string.
I don't have string. I only have the whiteboard. That's all I got.
So we have Bosk, question mark.
We got.
All right, let's just
Okay.
go through it then. Luke and Ahsoka? Ahsoka, no, right?
Crimson Dawn, question mark.
Crimson Dawn
Crimson Dawn.
or they just recanonized Prince
Black
Izor.
But put Kira on
Oh, yeah,
there.
put
Just
Han
put
up
Kira on
there.
there as her own thing. Come on.
Kira and Han.
Han and Ben. Yeah, Han and Ben.
Jose, we can't take it away. I don't know if you know how like this streaming thing works, but she's not in the room with us.
I'm in
Jose, she
control
lives about
here.
She
Who's
actually
telling us
lives
to take it
about
away?
as far from me as you do.
This doesn't work either. These don't even work. But
So we
She's
have no
unhinged.
control over
You
this
should have
behavior.
I control the whole
You should have
damn
seen the
thing.
chat today. Yeah, she'll just take us off the air if she gets mad at us.
She just kick all of us, and then you
You're
guys
like,
get to watch
"No!"
Stacy's board.
All right. Han
Unlimited
and
power
Ben.
over here.
I don't fucking know. I think this is more likely. Listen, the twins said that
Oh, yeah,
Tatooine
arrows.
was promised to
Who?
somebody else. The twin Hutts.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
it's
those
not
people
the-
who were in that
it's not the
thing for
fucking
3
mayor.
seconds.
The mayor is a fucking red herring. He doesn't fucking. He has no power on his own. That motherfucker works for somebody. He works for somebody. Who
At
does he
this
work
point,
for?
I'm expecting Fennec to kill Cad Bane and for Boba just to kill the mayor. Like, that's what I'm expecting at this point.
Boba has to end by killing. The
Fennec
mayor.
has beef with Cad Bane too. Maybe they'll
It's
just let him
true.
kill her.
It's true. Is Boba finally gonna find out about his sister yet? Like with all of them in the
No.
same
Nope.
place? No.
don't have
Omega
time for
is
that.
controlling everything.
No Omega.
We don't have time. Half of this.
No,
stuff.
let's put Omega on the board. Let's do this. And we got Mace Windu in the chat. Let's
No!
do all of them.
I-
Oh,
who
let's
knows
actually
what the-
interact with the chat viewers. Yes. good
He's
idea.
coming back, I swear.
Mace
Windu,
Windu is dead, yo. This is one where I'm refused.
Tamwara said he wants a season 2 and he wants Mace Windu to be in it. So
In fact, you know what happened?
I think we
is-
can.
Oh.
We can cross him off for this season, but
That's true. But earlier
It's
I was
gonna
like,
be a
you know,
post-credit scene. You're just
Cause-
gonna see the hilt of his lightsaber. That's it.
Just punch up
It's
from
just
a
gonna-
craft.
And,
he's
and
just
then
gonna
you hear
whisper,
"Hello,
"Motherfucker."
motherfucker."
what I said earlier was like, there is Mace Windu has 0 chill. Okay, so if that motherfucker survived, there's no way in hell that he's been laying low this whole fucking time. The motherfucker
I'm
would
gonna
have
take a
gotten up.
picture of this.
He would have gotten up, and he would have been like, I'm going after that motherfucker. But he didn't. So the only explanation would have been, oh, he fell, he got amnesia, and he was a fry cook in a fucking diner somewhere.
Or
and then I realized
or
that was a
He got
Clone
hired
Wars
by
plot,
Dex.
and I can't reuse that. So
or he's in the chalk zone.
he could be in the chalk zone. So is everybody else, though.
They're all in the chalk zone.
This whole series is just taking place in the chalk zone.
Do you think we'll get Thrawn and Ezra? Want to talk about the
So,
chalk zone?
Are we just naming Star Wars?
We know
characters?
he's coming!
We're gonna think it's
He's
Thrawn.
coming!
In reality, it's gonna be a red herring, though. It's gonna turn out to be Mephisto.
Put Mephisto on the board.
Mephisto is just what I call every Deveronian.
I wonder if they're gonna
hold on,
show
hold on.
back up.
That's Mephisto.
Hold on, I can name other Star Wars characters.
No, but we know Thrawn is coming. This
Yaddle.
is all building to him, right? Like,
Yaddle.
Yaddle could be Grogu's mom.
Yaddle is
Oh
Grogu.
God. See, don't give her ideas, Nikki. She'll go with it.
Revan's gonna be this is where it goes. Revan. We
Unhinged.
should have seen it coming.
No, it's not Revan. That's so Revan. No, it's not Revan. I mean, is it? No. No. No.
She's like,
See, she's unhinged. I told you.
All right. No, but for real, it's
Okay.
gotta be a crime syndicate, right?
I like all the shapes that are being drawn.
It's a big one. The Pikes
It's
suck.
the more shapes she draws, the more sense she makes.
It's true. It's how many arrows can I fucking point at this before everybody takes me seriously? It's what? No, I'm just.
That's right.
It's-
The square hole.
I just watched that the other day. I will never not watch that video. I love it so much.
All right.
So I feel like if it is Crimson Dawn or Black Sun, they haven't done a good job telling us that there's a third power at play here.
Yeah.
But I think they did with the
No.
huts. That was the whole point
Telling
of
us
them.
once isn't a good job.
What about all the music?
What?
The Crimson Dawn music is all over that fucking the themes.
See,
man.
that's still not foreshadowing.
I mean, it's foreshadowing, but there's a it's a visual media. You need to show me something.
What else fucking happened? I should have been making this crazy ass list for like months now, but
You have. You've just been doing it in our chat
I know
every day.
it's true. I can't go back and fucking find it all, man.
That would involve scrolling up.
You're the
As
worst.
we all know, Steve doesn't scroll up.
There were visual little tiny things that look like the Crimson Dawn symbols in different places in the first couple episodes too. The way the shadows fell on things.
Who killed the Tuscans? Did Cad Bane kill the
All right,
Tuscans, or did
yes.
Fennec kill the Tuscans?
I still think it could have been Fennec because she was out in the fucking desert,
I
right?
still think it was Cad Bane.
Or Cad Bane and Fennec.
Together,
Possible.
working together.
And then he's gonna
They
be
hate
the one...
each other.
Well, I
They're
mean,
still-
they
killed
hated,
him.
they hated
still
each other
They're mercenaries.
Yeah.
back in the day, but maybe they don't hate each other anymore. It's been a long
It's
time
been
since Bad
40
Batch.
years.
He hates Boba Fett
30.
too, like for the same reasons, pretty much. Just saying.
I mean, but Chris Sanson and him worked together, and then they fought against each other, and now they're working together again. I mean,
That's different, though. I mean, we've seen that Boba Fett is willing to let go of those. It seems like Cad Bane is not willing to let go of those things.
it's true. It's true. He was really fucking. He really emphasized that Boba Fett worked for the Empire at some point, which is kind of funny because so
He's
he,
literally
at some
trying to.
point.
He's trying to gaslight Cobb Vanth right in front of us,
know.
right in front of our face.
It's true.
Do we
Boba
know that Cad Bane worked for the Empire?
Well, I mean,
We don't.
No.
Well, he did at least work for Camino.
I was gonna say he
Or-
worked for the Kaminoans. He worked for the Separatists at different points, which partially became the Empire. I mean, like,
Different organization.
I guess.
And the Kaminoans were working for the Empire, but that was more of a private contract through them.
Yeah, I still.
Maybe
think
he
it's-
really hates Imperials. We don't know. Of the people on there, the one I want to show up the most is Kira.
Yes.
I need more Amelia Clarke in my life in general. And she could redeem herself from the travesty that was season 8 of Game of Thrones. Not that
Yeah.
that was her fault.
She
Yeah.
has nothing to redeem
No,
herself
that was
of.
not her
Not
fault.
that was your fault, Amelia, if you're
No,
watching
it's not
this.
her fault. What else?
We
Maybe.
love you, Amelia.
Maybe we're gonna get
She is my queen.
my favorite psycho, Chopper.
Feels
What are we doing? What are we
I-
doing right now?
No, I
She
don't
just
know.
turned into Stacy
Alright.
naming Star Wars
No.
characters.
So,
Alright.
well, that just goes to show like how little
I have no fucking clue what's
sustenance
gonna
the show has.
That's
It's been
the
nothing
problem.
but it's been a
It's
fan
just the
service
pipes.
slideshow.
It's just the
Joe is
Pikes.
convinced it's the fucking Pikes.
It
I
is.
will give you my tinfoil crown if you are fucking right, but you're
It's
wrong.
just the Pikes.
You are fucking wrong. It is not just the Pikes. It is gonna be somebody. Somebody's fucking pulling the strings. It's not
You know
the
what,
fucking Pikes. It's all
I
one
agree.
big story. It's gonna tie
So-
together.
I do agree that I think there is going to be something other than the Pikes. I think the Pikes have their somebody, and hopefully it's going to either set up something for Ahsoka or for, the next season of Mando, and set up something more like even kind of a Marvel style
Right.
overarching conflict
and I
that we're
think
going to see across shows.
this is what that's supposed to be, though. Thrawn.
I think that's what it will lead in. I can see how Crimson Dawn would lead into Thrawn.
And that would be, this would make it everybody's fucking problem. Crimson
But
Dawn
with
being
Thrawn-
Boba's problem, and then Thrawn being Ahsoka's problem. And then, yeah.
Would Thrawn
He's
fuck
the
with a
Thanos.
syndicate, though?
He's the
Thrawn's
fucking
pretty
Thanos.
straight edge.
Thrawn is Thanos. This is the analogy, okay? That's where we're going. Everything's gonna go back to that motherfucker right there. You just wait. I don't fucking know. Will they drop that at the end of this episode? Will the post-credit scene be something Thrawn related? Or is it gonna be Han?
Not.
Like, I'm excited for more Thrawn, but I don't think this is the place for that.
Yeah.
But then again, I've been wrong about what this is the place for throughout the rest of the fucking series.
I mean, I don't know where this is gonna fucking go.
Happen. There's no way to predict what's gonna happen in this show.
Oh, but you know what
It's
I
not.
do think is gonna happen? I think the Tuskens are gonna come out of the fucking desert and help.
Here we go. She's got another one. Here we go.
The Tuskens are gonna fucking come out of the desert and help.
Put Watto on there.
We have not seen him. There is a good chance he exists somewhere on this fucking place. No. Where
Watto
is he?
walks-
You know what?
Cad
I
Bane
fucking
can
hope
run.
so.
Watto walks so Cad Bane could run.
Listen, I just watched The Phantom Menace and Attack of the
Actually-
Clones the last 2 days, so Watto is fresh
That's
in my
not
fucking
actually.
head.
That's not actually correct. Watto can't walk. I don't think he just floats.
Yeah, he just kind of
It's like a
flutters
hummingbird.
around like a little angry bee. We did not see the warrior Tusken's body. Her body was not there. She ain't dead.
Ooh. This is literally. I'm naming this episode "Stacy Unhinged." That's what I'm naming.
Tell me I'm wrong!
I mean, Watto
She's
did
not
live in
dead.
Mos Espa.
She's
Honestly,
not dead.
a
Oh,
Watto
man.
cameo would be nice. Like just a brief little like old man
Little
Watto,
background kind of
yeah,
thing.
yelling at people.
I don't think he'd still be alive. No way.
I
You
mean,
said that about Cad Bane.
Attack of the
No,
Clones.
I knew Cad Bane was alive. No.
Oh.
The second we saw him in Bad Batch, I knew he was fucking coming.
well, and
No
actually,
way.
Bad Batch is why I wonder if they're not gonna kill him off yet, because I feel like they aren't done with him in Bad Batch. And if you want to like keep that tension, I feel like killing him off in Boba and then bringing him back in Bad Batch is gonna like kill that a little bit. So that would be my argument for why he's not gonna die tonight.
I really thought at the very beginning of this show, before we fucking knew what the fuck was gonna happen, not that we know what the fuck has happened, but I thought the show was gonna end with Boba saying goodbye to Tatooine and the crime syndicates and all that shit and going off with Din to do Mando shit.
Still could happen.
Maybe.
Still could.
Maybe.
This episode better be 115 minutes long. Seriously.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know
I
how they're
can't-
gonna wrap it up in one fucking episode.
This episode is going to be precisely 24 and a half minutes long.
Speak that evil into the world.
I think Steve's more jaded than me about this.
Half of that will be Boba petting the Rancor.
Oh! Well,
No,
we
not
know!
petting
We
the
know the
Rancor. He's gonna be
Rancor's coming. I mean...
She's writing over other things now.
Like
on her
if
list.
she had
doesn't even have
room. You had
She
room.
has no-
I mean, it's really low. I mean, but my name's covered. You can't, so I gotta write up.
The Rancor, which doesn't have a name yet.
See, no, Steve, it's not gonna.
It's Moochie too.
It's not gonna be 12 minutes of him petting the Rancor. It's gonna be 12 minutes of him like getting it measured and fitted for Rancor armor.
Yeah,
And we're
why-
gonna spend the first 2 minutes going, "This is cute," and then we're gonna spend the next 10 going, "Okay."
Why is this happening for so long?
All right.
And then he's gonna get on the Rancor after measuring it for the saddle and everything, and only ride it into battle for 2.5 minutes.
This is definitely what we're getting. These are my real predictions.
Okay.
These are my real ones. I can't spell today. Okay. Definitely getting the Rancor. We're getting the Tuskens. We're gonna get Crimson Dawn.
You're only getting one of those things. You're getting the Rancor. That's what you're getting.
Sir. Alright. One of people, Fennec or Cad Bane, killed the Tuskens. It's one of them. I still think it's Fennec.
I think it's both. I think that's why they're both on.
I'm gonna say Cad.
Cad Bane.
Yeah. All right.
Cad Bane tells that Boba's gonna lose his ship.
Yeah.
Well, I think Cad Bane is gonna tell Boba that it was Fennec.
That works too.
Or
Just
Fennec's
makes it
gonna
a
say
different
that
type of dramatic.
Fennec's gonna say it was Cad. Cad's gonna say it was Fennec, and it's gonna be like, oh no, it was both, or something like that.
From a certain point of view.
There's gonna be
The
another
warrior's gonna come out of the desert, and then she's gonna blow the whole thing up. She's gonna tell.
She's gonna have the whole fucking army of the Tuskens out there.
I wonder if Cad Bane has her prisoner from the village.
I mean,
probably not.
Yeah, I can't think of what.
It's apparently been several years at this point.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Was it?
We have no idea.
we have no time. We're all in the chalk zone, okay?
What is?
No idea.
We're all in the chalk zone. I definitely.
I told somebody it was
Circle
January today.
punctuated by business.
I corrected somebody and told him it was January. Yeah.
It is not.
Time doesn't
It is-
matter. It's February 9th.
No, it's not.
February 10th? 8th.
No.
No.
See, I don't know.
Tomorrow's
But I
the
told
9th.
someone it was January.
right?
today.
Tomorrow's the
It's
9th.
not January.
It's
Today's
definitely
the 8th.
February. Yeah, so
Today's
tomorrow's the
February
9th.
8th.
Tomorrow's the 9th.
It's a Tuesday. If anybody needed that one.
Oh,
I can't even get our time right.
The
You want me to
mayor-
expect to know how
He's-
long Cad Bane's had a prisoner for?
he's gonna die. The mayor's gonna die. That's my other prediction.
Can
he's
we
definitely
just
dead.
not? Can we never ever show or talk about the mayor ever again?
I hope he
please?
dies, but it's like super quick. It's just like he finds the mayor and then just pops him and is like, we're done.
I was really hoping we would get to see Nar Shaddaa.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
What the fuck? God damn it!
Kenobi's gonna spend less time on Tatooine than Boba Fett.
Kenobi will end up on fucking Nar Shaddaa.
That's insane. That's insane.
I just like have another like a comment about the previous episode.
Yeah.
What like okay, so episodes to shows, they need to follow their own like story arc. There needs to be a beginning, a middle, and end. There needs to be conflict and stakes and like a driving force to make it an episode. What was that in there was it was nothing. It was fun. The stuff that happened was fun, but like all the stuff with Luke and Grogu was just kind of like montagey, and there was no stakes to it. It was just like, oh, cute, look, Grogu's learning the Force. And we got a little bit of conflict in the village with Vanth. But other than that, this episode just did not have a lot of
It's a setup.
plot.
It was a setup.
And and that's just what I feel like that's been most of the episodes. Like if you asked me what was the conflict in each individual episode, it's hard to put your finger on it.
Yeah. I mean, the conflict in this one is definitely the Cad Bane Freetown shit and the blowing up of Sanctuary, and that's it. And that took up like less than 5 minutes altogether.
Yeah.
What is Grogu gonna do is kind of a conflict.
It's but it's not a driving stake that
For
Yeah.
the current
What's Luke
plot
gonna
line,
do with
it's like
Grogu?
It's a
yeah,
I
it's
feel
its own
like
thing.
yeah, it's not a driving plot. It's not a driving stake for the plot, but it's a driving stake for the fans. Like
I mean, it is for the
all week,
overall
everybody all week
story.
is just going, "What's he gonna do?" Or
Yeah.
F this, I don't want him to do either, or whatever. You know, I think I read someone today like put it pretty well. Like I'm sure I won't say it nearly as well as they wrote it, but Grogu and Mando are going to be a driving force for all these shows they're all tying all these shows together. They told us they were, so they're gonna like. I just feel like Grogu and Din are going to be the force that they push all along, like the driving narrative. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
well, and I'm fine with
But-
that too.
I mean,
Like
that's what
That's
it is.
why
This is
you got
all one
this
story.
show. No,
The
they
main-
literally didn't think they could show and not show you what Grogu and Din were up to, basically.
yeah, it just
They did it
I
as
don't
a
know.
service, calling it the Book of Boba Fett. It's just a
did.
continuation of the Mandalorian show.
You're right.
Broader
Like,
story,
that's
though.
that's
you
why
know?
we've complained about the pacing all along, Nikki. Like, you're right. Like, it's been a problem the whole season, especially in the episodes I feel like that didn't have the other stuff going on. Because at least the other stuff going on was good, and we were excited about
yeah.
it. In the other episodes, it was just bad pacing, and we weren't very excited about it.
We didn't get as many oh shit moments in those first episodes. And if you think back on The Mandalorian, almost every fucking episode we ever got from that show has an oh shit moment.
0. You don't get one really until...
I mean, Black Chrysanthemum was a sort of an oh shit moment, but...
I mean...
It didn't have a lot of stakes.
The reveal? The reveal of him was not an oh shit moment. You don't get an oh shit moment until Boba finally gets Slave 1 and does the thing with the Sarlacc and then shoots down the bike riders. Like, that's the coolest thing he's done in the whole show.
Like, just thinking back, like, the stakes of the show itself, they don't really... There's nothing introduced at the beginning that you're like, oh, man, what's going to happen? There's no stakes as Boba's just, like, going through. He's like, oh, I'm just starting. Like, why? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
I still don't understand exactly why he's doing this the whole time.
And then we kind of had it when they had the Tuskens, and then they killed them off. It was like...
And now, we're sitting here going... We're sitting here, and Stacey's convinced that the driving force in the show is somebody who we've not even seen yet.
Yeah.
That's bad writing.
And here's the thing, I don't think she's wrong. I think that and mostly I don't think she's wrong because I think that would be like the most interesting thing to do with this. I don't want it to be just some lame ass final battle with I want to find out that something was happening that we didn't know about.
And I want it to be that Boba fucking knew, and all of this was him trying to fucking draw them out. Like that's what I thought was happening in the very beginning. I thought, especially because of Robert Rodriguez's involvement in the shit that he does. That's not Spy Kids, but that other than that. He loves a fucking revenge story, right? He fucking loves a revenge story. Like, half the fucking shit that he fucking does as director is revenge stories. That's why I was so fucking excited. I'm like, Boba is gonna do some shit. He's laying this elaborate fucking trap. He's gonna draw his enemies out. And then he's gonna fucking annihilate them. And then he's gonna be like, alright, peace, deuces, you know? That's what I thought we were getting before the show started. Is that what we're fucking getting? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Boba Fett's not nearly... This show has taught me that Boba Fett's not nearly that smart, so...
But he is sometimes. It's like
you don't set up this grand scheme and plot, and at the same time you're running around the kitchen telling the rat catcher droid that you fucking Boba Fett. Like,
I know,
sorry.
that was
That's
the
not how it
worst.
works.
To me, that was the worst fucking thing that's happened in the show. I hate it in the Vespas, but
I should say this version of Boba Fett is not that smart. Because I definitely thought he was before this show.
Thought we were going to get Robot Chicken Boba Fett, man.
That would be an improvement.
Best Boba Fett.
You know what? Maybe we do have Robot Chicken Boba Fett. He's just like really high. And that's just been the thing the whole time.
I mean...
He's going to see Cad Bane and be like, oh, you're a bad bounty hunter.
Yee. Well,
okay. Is that what you're going to say, Steve, or going to add something else?
No, I actually have a bit of a theory.
All right, let's hear it.
So, we know that back in Clone Wars, when Maul took over Death Watch, he formed the Shadow Syndicate.
Right.
Which included the Pikes.
Yep. And the Black Sun.
And the Mandalorians.
And the Black Sun.
What if Din finds out from the Pikes who the armorer was?
I mean, at some point, that could be a way to find out.
If they know it's her, like
I feel like it's the only exterior link we have for her so far. If she is who we think she is, or
Bo-Katan.
Yeah,
that's an easy one.
They're former besties.
I feel like Bo would have said something by now.
Well, she doesn't know, I don't think, yet. Like, she doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think she does.
She knows of the Children of the Watch.
But she doesn't necessarily know who leads them, right?
Or like that she's alive, or that Din's been with her, or... Yeah.
You know what else is really up?
I think it'll be a face-to-face reveal.
Yeah.
She's going to run into her with Din, or at some point, and then she's going to realize, oh, I know that voice. Like, I know who you are.
Imagine if they fucking fight. Imagine if they have a fucking fight and Bo pulls her fucking helmet off.
Be pretty fucking great.
I would love that. All right, but here's something that's really fucked up, right? Okay, so Din's family before he joined Death Watch, right?
I don't know why she's not writing this.
Well, Well, this isn't a theory. This is just a. Did we lose Joe? He's like frozen. Anyway.
No.
Oh.
No, he's just sitting very still.
I'm just sitting still.
I don't know. His screen's all fucked up on here. Death Watch rescued young Din Djarin, right, from the fucking droids, right? But don't you remember how this all started with the Separatists getting in Death Watch in league with each other for the Separatists to stage attacks and the Death Watch to come in and save the fucking day? That was that whole fucking plot line, right? So basically they were trying to build sympathy from the Mandalorians, the pacifist ones, to kind of retake everything, right? By showing up and stopping all these fucking fights that they were technically causing. So that's just a thought there. If everybody ever tells Din the history of his fucking shit, and Bo was part of that as a fucking terrorist too. So it's all fucked up. It's gonna end up with Grogu being like, man, these Jedi suck, and Din being like, man, these Mandalorians suck, and that's how it's all gonna fucking end. Is that how it's gonna go?
Let's go live with Shrimp Milf on the farm.
Alright, so we're gonna go. Let's go farm fucking Spotchka.
The OTP.
Shit.
Just Shrimp Milf and Mando and their old young son.
So, thinking about that too, for the Children of the Watch to have rescued him, you would think that means it's after the Siege of Mandalore that happens, though.
It wasn't.
No,
it was Death Watch
that was when they were
rescued
still
him.
Death Watch. It was before
They hadn't splintered yet.
Yeah. They still had their old
Okay.
paint scheme, and it was the paint scheme that was before the Mandalorians too. This was Death Watch with pre-Vizsla looking stuff with the blue and the gray.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Who fucking knows, man? I can't wait for the Armor and Bo to fucking come face to face. I'm excited for that shit. If that's gonna be Mando season 3. Do you think we'll have any other Mandalorians show up tomorrow?
Who knows?
I don't
we
want
have no
any
idea,
new
but-
characters to show up, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's the last episode. We should have the entirety of characters.
Bosk.
Yeah, I still
I'm
think...
gonna be wrong.
I still think it's Bosk. If anybody's gonna show up, or his cousin Vosk, as we discussed earlier.
It's gonna be Darth Vader. He's who you add to mediocre Star Wars to make it better.
No, that's what's happening to Kenobi. Just kidding.
Hey, settle down.
I know it's gonna be a good show, but anyway.
My realistic predictions for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, if it's gonna ride a Rancor,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I hope he does more than that
it.
because that's not enough. I need Boba Fett to do actual goose stuff. That's not just riding a Rancor and letting his posse kill everybody.
It's true.
Bosk is gonna be there, and
What about Embo?
Yeah.
Can we get Embo?
I'm not going with
I
any
love
other
that
bounty
though.
hunters because it makes no sense to bring in other bounty hunters unless they're the OT bounty hunters.
So the reason
And the one that I told you about.
That's true.
That I think I heard about.
The reason I say Embo is because from that deleted Clone Wars scene, that was the duel between Cad Bane and Boba. The other two bounty hunters that were there were Embo and Bosk. So, if they were
I really want to do spoiler talk with my bounty hunter. Then I think we'll show up.
we can do that at the end.
Can we put like a spoiler warning up? Okay.
I got a spoiler. Let me move this. Do.
We talked about it in the chat, so
We
I'm not
did.
spoiling it for anybody in the chat.
We did. All right.
I'm going to talk about a potential. I'm just going to give him a heads up. Whatever. I'm going to talk about a potential character that could show up based on a leaked Lego set.
Wait, he was on a Lego set? That's where it
Which
came
half
from?
the time you cannot trust them. I will give you that. But I have a tidbit that I want to add about it. That why I think it actually will happen.
All right.
Yes, there was a leak. There was a leaked Book of Boba Fett Lego set. All right, are we good?
I feel like
We've
they
given
do that
everybody a
often.
couple seconds. They do.
Because they
Marvel
have to
does it
produce
a lot on
They have to
purpose.
produce it a
Marvel
long
does it on
time ahead.
purpose.
So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and sometimes it's concept stuff that gets cut, and that's why it doesn't actually make it. You see Lego sets that are just movie scenes that never made it to the movie. All right, so
Give everyone
there was a
like
leaked.
5 more seconds.
All right.
If you leave and leave.
Yeah, it's time. All right.
Somebody's already left. We got 5 people watching now. So
So there was a leaked Lego set for Book of Boba that had Dirge in it. And so the whole season, I'm like, Dirge is coming. This is going to be sick. If you don't know who Dirge is, he's like this giant mechanical-looking bounty hunter from the Gendry Tartakovsky, whatever his name is, Clone Wars series. He has like a huge, like, it looks like a Mandalorian symbol.
He's real fucking cool.
But it's actually like a different type of symbol.
Yeah.
He's real cool. He's a badass. But my fun tidbit is, well, obviously it was on a leaked Lego set for Book of Boba, so there's a chance that he will be in the show. I've always, ever since I found this out, I thought that he was going to be the muscle that the Pikes hired. Now we know that they've hired Cad Bane. But is Cad Bane enough against Fennec, Boba, Din Djarin, possibly Cobb Vanth with a sling on, Black Chrysanthemum? Like Team Boba has a squad. Like, they have a squad. And, like, all we know right now is the Pikes have is a bunch of foot soldiers and Cad Bane. So, like, I'm still of the mind that, like, there's going to be some other people who show up. So Bosk is, like, the one we think because of what happened with BK and the Trandoshans. But I still expect that Dirge could possibly be one of those other fighters. And the cool tidbit about this is Dave Filoni tried to get George to incorporate Dirge into season 1 of the Clone Wars as a bounty hunter. And they, like, kind of were doing a little bit of a redesign on him because the one from the Gendry Clone Wars was like he kind of like could shapeshift almost.
Yeah,
he was really
crazy.
Weird. But they wanted to redesign him for this, for the other Clone Wars, to make him like a little more subtle, like more realistic. But George didn't like it, and so he basically was like, "No, I want you to do this, this, and this," and like create a different character. And eventually, the character that they created instead is Cad Bane. So I don't put it past Dave Filoni at all to go, okay, now I'm going to put Cad Bane and Dirge in this TV show together.
Or Joe, the concept Legos, it was a bait and switch, and the actual figure is going to be Cad Bane and not Dirge.
Totally possible.
Dirge was the Plo Koon.
Totally possible.
He's
like I said, we know Marvel all the time has Lego sets that come out for movies that don't make any sense with the movie. So maybe that'll be the case for this one, or maybe it was a red herring, like you said.
Yeah.
But there's a chance. There's a chance. I mean, the Pikes need more muscles. So there's your spoiler potential.
Well, and
for
they
this last
also,
episode.
you know what? They had the Nightwind Assassins. They still look like the fucking Crimson Dawn fucking guys to me. Crimson Dawn might just land a bunch of fucking troops.
If the Pikes realize they're outnumbered, maybe they call for backup.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or if they've been scouting, if the Pikes have been scouting, and oh this shit, these guys got a squad.
That's why they probably took out the bar.
Mm-hmm. And then maybe by them taking out the bar, all the crime families in the town decide that they are going to side with the Pikes.
Ooh,
and
I feel
then
like
Boba's
most of them
gonna
are dead if the bar's gone.
I watched that scene again, and before where you see representatives of the different families in the cantina, like I didn't see any of them.
Yeah, and that's not their territory, so really there's no reason for them to be there unless they are just going to an out of town bar type deal.
But it could be that they have so many forces, and it looks like Boba's finally gonna be outnumbered, and then he comes riding in on the Rancor, and all the fucking Tuskens come into town too, and that's how it fucking ends.
I still can't believe that's gonna be a thing.
To me, it is really difficult to believe that they did all this shit with the Tuskens, and we're just never gonna see him again.
Oh no, that I don't agree with you at all on that. I think the Tuskens are gone. I mean the Rancor. I can't believe that Boba Fett is going to ride a Rancor on a TV show. That's going to be a thing.
The first time we ever saw Boba Fett, he rode a crazy ass dinosaur.
Or maybe Boba Fett won't ride the Rancor because they just kind of forgot about the Rancor.
This isn't Game of Thrones. They're not going to forget things.
Actually, but that's good putting that into perspective, Steve. Like, at the very least, this has been better than Game of Thrones season 8.
That's all he's been doing for the past 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's all he's been doing. It's training.
He's training his Rancor. That's right.
While Din Djarin has been doing his thing, Boba's just been practicing with his Rancor.
That's right. That's what's going to fucking happen.
Do you think Din Djarin's going to get control of the Darksaber a little bit? Or is he going to be wielding blasters, you think?
I think he'll stick with it.
As far as we know, Boba Fett doesn't even have a clue that Din Djarin has the Darksaber. do we think Boba Fett knows what the Darksaber is, and that if he's gonna react to that when Din pulls it out?
We don't really have any evidence that he even knows what it would mean.
Yeah, because he dipped out of there after.
Like he might, like Din Djarin might just pull it out, and Boba Fett be like, "What is that thing?" Like that would actually be a pretty funny moment for the show.
I don't think he would really know what it is. He's also never seen Grogu. He's the only character I think.
Oh, he has seen him.
No, he saw Grogu.
Yeah.
He was on the Rock. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. He saw them way the fuck.
Yeah, he's never met Grogu.
He's never been like up face to face with him though.
Well, if you think he likes Rancors, wait till he meets Grogu.
Do you think there's a chance? Do you think there's a chance?
Like a banta.
Is there a chance that you think he was hired to grab Grogu from the temple? Because you know who was in
There's
the fucking...
so many.
Hold on.
I feel like we're doing so many reaches here with.
But am I though? Think about it. The temple's full of fucking troopers, right? Who the fuck can pass as a fucking trooper?
Boba's still a child at that point.
He was older.
He's still like a kid, though.
No, they had him as a teenager. He was like a teenager.
He's probably 15 or 16 at that time. We can find out. We could actually go do the math.
The later seasons that he's in the Clone Wars is they have him older.
I like your Grogu hid inside R2-D2 theory better than this one.
Can we just I hope that one's not it. That's gonna be like.
I think the Empire got him from the temple. I don't.
Yeah.
I think somehow the Empire got him. I don't think R2 absconded with him. I thought that at first, remember? At first I was like, man, maybe R2 fucking saved him, right? But I think he was in the hands of the Empire from that moment. So I think whoever took him from the temple handed him right off, and we know R2 didn't do that. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are at our hour.
We are.
Yeah, we are. Let's hit the other two things real quick.
Oh yeah.
Greg, talk about the Lightyear trailer. You want to talk about it? Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I watched that about 6 times today. It's fantastic. I wasn't sure about how I would feel about Chris Evans being Buzz. It's pretty solid, to say the least. Socks is adorable.
Yeah, that thing is cute as hell.
Zurg looks like a badass. I'm glad they kind of did him up a little bit. I was curious to see how he was going to turn out. Because, I mean, as a toy, he kind of looks, I mean, obviously modeled after Darth Vader and everything like that. But, yeah, I'm excited. Really excited. The animation is so clean, too.
It's really nice.
And the song.
I haven't actually seen the new trailer yet.
It's cool.
Do they do much to explain why? So they've said that this is based off the real-life person who the toy was based off of.
Mm-hmm.
Except that doesn't make sense.
I think it's like this was a movie in the Toy Story universe. This was a movie that everybody could go see, and then those toys were based off of it. That's what I'm.
They haven't
feel like
clarified
that's the only explanation.
They haven't clarified that that's what it is, but that kind of makes sense. And
Taika Waititi is a voice in this fucking thing, and he was not in the trailer, so now I'm pretty sure he's Zurg. Maybe. I don't know.
It's gonna be awesome.
The busiest fucking dude in Hollywood.
I saw the first comment I saw on someone's post about it was like it looked like a Toy Story Gears of War crossover because they made Buzz's like they made his armor kind of look like Gears of War armor, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to make this.
Yeah,
it fucking did. That's so true. That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
It does look good.
Mm-hmm.
Looks fun.
I love it.
So does that mean we're gonna get a Woody one next? Like
we already got that one.
We already got that.
Yeah.
Did we?
Kind of.
No, but Toy Story 4 is a Woody spin-off, and they called it Toy Story 4. So.
See, no, but I mean, like a Woody, like Woody's Roundup.
I mean, Woody, yeah, Woody's
I mean,
Roundup.
it only get like 4 episodes.
Series.
Are we gonna figure out if they made it out of that mine alive?
Like that's what I want that more than the Buzz Lightyear. Like give me Woody's Roundup.
Well,
Buzz all the way.
Movie. They could do
Buzz
a Woody's
all the
Roundup
way.
show.
Yeah.
They will. Give Disney Plus time. They're just gonna keep cranking shit out. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, Kenobi
Like
trailer.
printing their own money.
Oh.
Kenobi.
So that's what we're getting to next. Super Bowl talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kenobi trailer in the Super Bowl.
No way.
I have not heard anything about it. I mean, nobody is saying anything. Like none of the leakers, none of the people who have sources have said anything about it. I don't see why not. This is the perfect time. Boba's over. Disney only markets one thing at a time for Star Wars. Now's your chance. Market Kenobi.
Yeah.
Boba's
too
over.
early.
It's not.
It's
Not
not.
for a little
For
teaser.
a teaser, Steve? We haven't even got a teaser.
We got
Nope,
shit.
too early. We only market the month it's coming out. That's how it
You
works.
think it's too early because Lucasfilm sucks at marketing. I understand
I
what
mean,
you're saying.
we all
But it's
think
not
that.
too early.
We all
Yeah.
think that, but I think now's the time. Like this is the most watched TV event in fucking
Mm-hmm.
all year,
I think
right?
it's incredibly stupid if they don't. But I
Have they
not
ever
heard about
dropped a
So.
Disney Plus thing during the Super Bowl though?
No, but they always drop Star Wars
Well,
trailers.
it. Yeah, not a specific Disney Plus thing, but I think that'll change this go around. They probably did Disney Plus
Wait, no,
last
I
Super
think
Bowl.
I think they did Mandalorian.
They probably showed something. I don't know if it was the first time they showed it though. It wasn't the first time. Anyways.
So. I think they
I'm
like
pretty
lumped
sure
it
last
in
year there
with
were a
like a
couple
Disney
Disney
Plus
Super Bowl.
commercial Mandalorian.
I looked it up because I was like, well, if it's an ABC broadcast for the Super Bowl, they definitely will have stuff on there, but it's not. It's on NBC. So that means Disney will have to pony up and pay money. But
I mean, they
that's
just
not
fucking
something-
print
they
money.
usually don't have an issue with that. So
I
don't-
hope so.
it's so
I don't
stupid if
know.
they don't. But
Yeah,
I haven't heard a word about it, and we're like 4 days away.
and it's
Maybe that's because everybody's trying to figure out what's happening with Boba. But usually somebody has something 4 days out from the Super Bowl about whether you're getting a new Star Wars trailer, and nobody
Yeah.
has said a word.
But it could be that they're trying to do it a different way, that by just dropping it on us without any warning, the hype that it would generate might be, a new thing that they're gonna try. I don't fucking know. They fucking suck.
I feel like
Getting a Lord of the Rings trailer.
Obi-Wan is so
Oh, that's
secretive.
true. And
Yeah.
I'm psyched
Super
about
Bowl?
that. Oh my god, it's gonna be great.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Those promo posters are real cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. They're really nice.
So-
Hot Sauron
We know we're
is
getting that.
coming.
Hot Sauron
Just hope-
is coming.
Just hope for Kenobi.
Yeah, there's still time. It might still air in May, if that Disney Plus executive who let that shit slip is to be believed. In his deleted tweet, he posted that Kenobi was gonna say hello there on Disney Plus in May, and then they tried to backtrack and say, oh no, I meant the comic. But if he meant the comic, he wouldn't have said on Disney Plus. The dude's a fucking marketing guy on Disney Plus, like. Sus. It's
Yeah, I
very
feel like-
sus.
I think we've been over this a couple pods now, but I wouldn't tell people to expect it on May 4th. I think you should expect it the last weekend of May if it's going to
Yeah,
happen.
the last
Because that's when
Mhm.
Celebration is. And they're
And-
saving that shit for Celebration.
and May 25th is like the other Star Wars day. We always talk about May 4th, but May 25th is the other one. So
Like release day for the original
Yeah.
movies.
yeah,
Revenge of the Sith too, yeah.
I think so.
all of the old ones, not the sequel trilogy, which all was just like
December.
But yeah,
hmm
I hope we get a Kenobi trailer, but there has been not a single word whispered about it. So who knows?
We'll probably get it on like a random Tuesday or something like that.
Yep.
But
Yep.
Well, we'll
All right,
see.
guys.
All right,
all
I'm
right.
gonna be Team No
Hold on.
Sleep tonight. It's fucking happening. It's going down. I might film
Well-
my reaction to it. We'll see. Depends on how feisty.
I'm gonna be team fall asleep and then wake up at 3:00.
You're crazy,
We're-
man. You're crazy, man.
Um,
Ugh. I
We're
couldn't do
probably not going to get to see it till tomorrow evening.
Yeah, you guys are team stay off the internet.
Yeah.
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 It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We won't, us.
We'll just give you a
So-
thumbs up in the chat. That's all
Yeah.
we'll give you.
You gotta shape
I
it.
can't
You
even
need to
drop,
get you a
like, a-
better tinfoil.
Yeah, you
I
need a better
know,
tinfoil
it's-
hat
Listen,
there.
Greg watched me make
mean-
this earlier. It was
It's
very.
fine.
It was
You're gonna
very.
end up giving. You're gonna end up
Turn it into
giving
a
me that one.
headband.
You're wrong. tonight.
Like,
So
yeah, there you go.
The tinfoil diadem.
It's because I'm wearing
That's
giant ass
more fitting.
headphones, so it just makes
It looks like a
difficult.
halo.
It's true.
you
like,
should wear that.
You're
every
our, like
episode.
our lady saint of
Of
shit
conspiracy,
theories.
yeah.
I feel like that's what Padme would put under her hair before she did it.
Probably.
It's like a bump it.
Yeah, bump it. Tinfoil bump it.
Now you look like you're from like the 2000s.
I feel like I am.
Like you're gonna walk out of the Hannah Montana like background
God.
character.
No, I'm way too old for that. I'm
But you're the
older.
right size.
I'm hoping for Crimson Dawn. If it's Crimson Dawn, yeah. If it's not Crimson Dawn,
we've been right all along.
if it's
I'm
not
Team
Crimson Dawn, I'll be
Mace.
sad.
Team
If
Mace
it's-
all the way.
If it's Crimson Dawn, it will be a better story than I'm expecting. Which
Pick
is
the lightsaber, Grogu. Pick the lightsaber.
Fennec, Boba, and Black Chrysanthemum are coming to Fortnite.
Oh, I saw that.
Wait. Who?
Fennec, Boba, and Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh, BK too. That's cool.
I think
We already
that
knew Boba and
was-
Fennec were.
was Boba in his old armor in the last fortnight? Because this is the new stuff, the black.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
so.
getting a show version this time.
Yeah.
But
All
BK
right,
is really
guys.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. We'll see
All right,
everybody on
guys.
the other side.
See y'all. Bye.